Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout for Hip Kit Club. I'm using the September 2021 kits and today's assignment is product focus, and I have chosen to focus on the Pinkfresh Studio The Best Day products. I haven't used this collection before. I've only made one layout previously with this kit and I mostly focused on the exclusive products. So for this one I'm focusing on the Pinkfresh Studio products. So really pretty. I'm an absolute sucker for yellow and gingham. So this paper here, even though it's beautiful on the back with all those rainbow colours, this one here just totally had my heart, and I decided to go for that. Now quite often I would put it onto a white background, but I decided to use a piece of cardstock that came in my kit, which is a yellow cardstock by Basil. I don't think I've got a manufacturer strip on it to tell you what it is. Maybe it did and I've already thrown it away. Oh, here it is, on the floor. It is called Pollen. So it's a lovely pretty yellow colour anyway. So I decided to put that as my background and trim down my gingham paper, distress the edges and stick it into the centre. And then I've added, well I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to add some machine stitching. So what I've decided to do was use this lovely photo of my daughter, and I'm going to anchor it right at the top of the layout and have some flowers cascading down from the top towards the bottom. So I love all these flowers in the Pinkfresh Studio collection. The colours are great. I love the yellows and the blues with the dark navy and the greens. Really quite different. I think it's really, really lovely. Yeah, I just thought I would start arranging my flowers around my photo. So the photo had a big kind of gap of empty space top right. So I thought that I could utilise that and kind of put my flowers over the top of that. So she kind of appears to be poking out from under the flowers. The ephemera has lots of these long leaves in as well. There's also quite a number of black and white things as well, black and white flowers. So I thought I'd go for those too. So I'm really focusing mostly on flowers, to be honest. I do put some other bits and pieces onto this layout. I've just grabbed a chipboard frame there, which is also from the Pinkfresh Studio collection. And I'm just backing that with white so that I have a small amount of white appearing on this layout, although very, very little. I've just backed it with white, trimmed around it, and I'm going to just use it as a paper layer underneath my photo. I actually need to put, there you go, it looks better stepped up rather than stepped down. So yeah, I'm going for that just to give it a little bit of an extra boost. Off camera I do mount my photo onto one of the exclusive pocket life cards that came with our kits, and that was a navy blue one with some green and white bits on it, or flowers I think. So currently right now just going through ephemera. So with the Pinkfresh Studio there was 2 packs of ephemera. Normally one's floral and one is icons. They are not differentiated on the packet, so I can't be 100% sure that is what they are labelled, but that's what I think they are. Although the floral one does seem to have other things in it as well, not just flowers. Not just flowers and leaves, it has other things in too. Okay, so I'm now flicked forward to after I've done my machine stitching and I've also got everything stuck in place. So that massive cluster from the top towards the bottom is all stuck in place. I've just covered my photo and added some splatters of white paint. Now I have this paint shaker which is really cool, but unfortunately it's almost run out. And of course it's been running out for months, and I've been putting off buying a new one for no particular reason other than the fact that I didn't want 2 cluttering up my craft room. Now that it really is down to vapours, it's out of stock. And I can't get another one. So I've just ordered a fine tip one because it's been out of stock for quite a few weeks now. So anyway, hopefully I'll be back in business with my paint, because at the moment my white paint splatters are pretty few and far between, so I'm not getting much out of that pen. Okay, so now just adding in some other bits and pieces. I've pulled out a little ticket that's got 75 cents on it and festival. We went at we kind of were at a festival sunflowers actually on this one. I've got pulled out enjoying every minute and little moments. I've also put the title in So Happy. That's also from one of the ephemera sets. And then I've put in some Chipboard Flair. So I really rate the Chipboard Flair from Pinkfresh Studio. I really like it. Now Flair badges that are metal upset me now, because quite a lot of mine have gone rusty on older layouts. And I'm not talking old, I'm like few years. So they really don't look good, and it's a real shame actually to have a item on your layout that's rusty. So it's really sad that's happened, and they've been kept in my house, so they're not in a damp area or anything like that. They've not been kept in the garage or a shed or anything like that. They're in a normal room. They're not in the loft. It's not particularly humid or cold or damp, so it's just a shame that they've gone like that. Real shame. So anyway, the Chipboard Flair therefore give the same kind of circular embellishments, different look because they're not domed or shiny, but but they are chipboard circles with lovely patterns on, and they're not going to go rusty. So they have my vote for sure. I'm pretty close to being done, but I just felt that the bottom of the layout needed something. So I just grabbed another one of the Pinkfresh Studio flowers, and I've trimmed it down a bit so that it sits at the bottom of the layout. It kind of matches the top because that one's chopped off at the top as well. And then I've just added another Chipboard Flair that's an orangey colour and says Best Day, and some black and white flowers too. I've just trimmed it down a little bit further. It just looked a bit heavy. And then I've got that stuck on at the bottom of the layout, across the bottom edge of the gingham rather than the bottom edge of the yellow. I just thought that it made it a bit smaller and less kind of bold there like that. So that's how I've done that. I'm just going to handwrite my journaling. I should say that I also machine stitched around the edge of the layout, which I mentioned, but I've also machine stitched kind of messy and lots of rows of it at 3 points. So right at the top, to the right of the 75-cents ticket, and at the bottom as well. So you can't really see that on video, but you might be able to see it in the close-ups. Okay, so that is my layout complete. I really love the yellow. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this layout and have enjoyed seeing me use the Pinkfresh Studio products. Don't forget that if you are a Hip Kit Club subscriber, you receive the main kit at a reduced price, 15% discount off all add-on kits, and you get access to exclusive subscriber cut files. So lots of reasons to subscribe. Right, thank you so very much for joining me today. That was Niki Rowland for Hip Kit Club.